off of the ship. And then this is then it looks like we all go down with the ship, Kirkman says, and he draws his gun, and it looks like he's just fixing to shoot Brackenridge, but Brackenridge beats him to the shot, and both he and his men get shots off on Kirkman, where Kirkman is now riddled with bullet holes, and Kirkman goes down. And then, Brackenridge turns towards you guys and says, "Guys, it didn't have to be this way. Don't make us kill all of you." And he's saying this through clenched teeth with his gun lowered down. He says, "Guys, you have a chance to get off of this ship when the Coast Guard vessel gets here. My men and I, we're not supposed to be here. So we plan to be gone before that big old U.S. Coast Guard ship gets here. Just let us go. They'll get you off the ship before the ship goes down, and we'll sink it when we see the Coast Guard vessel. Just tell them that everybody's dead and you're the only survivors."
Promise me a ride on that ship. You think I'm just gonna let you walk off and leave me here?
Danny, shut up.
Fuck you, Cletus.
That's exactly what is going to happen, my friend.
I charge him.
All right. We'll roll cards.
Shit.
Oh,
I'm staying out of that.
Me too.
Dee Dee, you got a king.
I'm stubborn, goddammit. He promised me to put us on that ship. I'm gonna get my motherfucking seat.
Brackenridge and his 2 men got a 2. So, Dee Dee, you're going to charge towards him. What are you going to do? You got the jump on him. He wasn't expecting you to jump his way. I can't hear you, Dee Dee.
Sorry, I don't have push to talk, Rip. That's probably why. I said I don't know the position of his men relative to him, but I'm gonna try and get
okay.
him between me and his men is what I'm.
He's basically facing. He's facing the area of where the Coast Guard ship is coming. Okay. He's on one end of the bridge. There's also another one of his men that's standing near where the window would be, where the captain's wheel was and stuff, where Puck is. He's standing up on top of the debris. Then the other guy, he's standing on top of the debris also, which is on the opposite side of where you and Brackenridge are, looking down the stairwell, making sure that the Shambler, well, the Walking Dead are not coming up. Now, you charge him, and so you have the jump. You can actually get the jump on him. So I mean, you have a gun.
To think of if I want to grapple him or just pistol whip this motherfucker. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna start beating on him, Dave.
Okay. So go for it. So did you have your gun drawn in the first place, or?
No, I don't. I fight with my fists. The gun's in the crack of my ass and the back of my shirt, tucked in, like as always, total thug style, you know what I mean?
All right.
I'm just gonna start wailing on this white boy. He promised me a seat. He trying to renege on our deal.
Sounds good.
That don't fly with me.
So you are doing a fighting roll against Colonel Brackenridge.
That one probably don't hit.
No, that definitely doesn't hit against his parry. That's for sure.
There's my second one then.
The second hit it does hit versus his parry. So go ahead and roll me. It would be
damage.
D4, right? Yeah, D4 for punching damage. Just that. What is it? Just a.
Did I raise on that or anything? There?
No, you didn't raise. No. Let me look up punching. Hold on 1 second.
No, it's strength plus.
Is
D4.
it strength plus? Okay, that's what. That's
I have
very
martial
good.
artist, so I add a D4 to it.
Okay, very good. So it is a 6, which is, I believe.
Pretty solid hit.
I think it's
Probably
close. No, nope. Brackenridge, a 6 definitely shakes him. It just barely shakes him. But I'm going to go ahead and use one of my bennies to, basically get rid of that. I mean, he's basically a wild card anyway.
Yeah, he's a wild card. Yeah.
So he is a wild card. I've got 4 bennies left, and he
They
basically
use your
you
bennies
hit
for
him.
anything, though. I mean,
I can use my bennies for the creatures. I just
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
just
They don't
have
have to be wild cards.
yeah yeah I can use mine just like you guys can. I just choose not to. All right, so as you attack him, everybody sees Dee Dee lunge towards Brackenridge. Brackenridge misses he misses Brackenridge on the first punch, but using his fighting style, he crosses over and hits Brackenridge, and Brackenridge just shakes it off as it looks like he's fixing to lower his pistol and put it into your gut and pull the trigger. So, all right. So let's go ahead and do a roll. And it looks like his men are fixing to start firing as well. So
yeah, probably.
All right. So Brackenridge. Let me see.
Oh my!
You guys just gonna lay down and take it. I thought I was the fairy in here. The rest of y'all just gonna lay down and take it. I see how y'all are.
I love it. All right.
Bunch of bottoms in here. I can understand Betty not wanting to get into it, but you two rough, tough men. I'm ashamed to be on this ship with you.
I ain't smart, but I'm not stupid either.
All right.
Ain't
So
brave, neither Cletus.
oh my goodness. Brackenridge shoots you up close and personal. I'm not sure. I don't think there's a negative penalty to that. Let me.
I have no idea, Dave.
I think there's something
See,
shooting
we're
into a
attack of
crowd. I think they're shooting into a crowd, but I don't believe that there's anything. 1 second. Yeah, no ranged weapon larger than a pistol may be fired at adjacent foes. So he's got a pistol. So he is able to, larger weapons just can't be fired in close combat.
Get out. Okay.
Okay, so pistols can be fired in close range, but since the defender is actively fighting back, the target now becomes the target's parry rather than the standard TN4. So he will try to shoot against your parry now, seeing that you are trying to basically, basically it's a little bit harder to hit someone. So what's your parry?
I want to say it's 7, Dave. Let me
A
look.
7?
I have
Okay.
a macro for it.
Okay.
Parry is 8.
Okay, your parry is 8. All right. So I will go ahead and attack with a wild die. Oh my god, I aced on both fucking rolls on the 8 and the 6. Alright, so I have an 11 with my wild die and a 10. So I have an 11 with my wild die, which is a
no raise.
That's a hit, no raise. So you're hit. So let me roll the damage, which is going to be 2d6. All right, so you get hit. What's your toughness? Is 7? God damn, how do you got a 7 toughness? It's he does a total of 5, which he does shoot you. He shoots you in like the shoulder area as you guys are fumbling around. So he does shoot you. So you're basically shaken basically. So if you want to,
Did he hit me?
Yeah, he hit you. Yeah, he rolled an 11. He didn't get a raise, but yeah,
He didn't get past my toughness, though, did he?
No, but he still hit you though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
They had to get a raise or something to shake me out. All right, I'm sorry.
Well,
I guess I don't understand the rules.
All right, hold on 1 second. Let me double
The
check
damage
this
had to
real quick.
be at least hit.
I think it is equal to your. I don't know why I'm having a brain fart here, but yeah, it is. So yeah, he hits you, but the damage doesn't shake you because of your 7 toughness. All right, so he still hits you, doesn't do anything to you. I guess you've been shot several other times in your life in the hoods of Chicago.
I got bullet wounds
so
all over.
yeah, so several of his other men. The one man with the 3-round burst is going to fire upon you. So that, let's see, his shooting is. He is not a wild die. So, well, he's not a wild card, so there's no wild die involved for him.
And it's a -2 because they're on unstable grounds.
And plus it's +2, so I just basically just negated that because of the 3-round burst.
SMGs, I think.
So yeah, his burst missed you. So now the other guy up on the top fires and misses. All right, so
Cletus, Puck, you gonna help a brother out here now? Got these boys down. I got this boy down here. Take care of these stragglers on the sides.
You need to quit
Or
while
else
you're
I'm coming
ahead.
after y'all next.
You need to quit while you're ahead, stupid.
This boy promised me a place on his ship, and I'm gonna get my seat.
Do you want to live
Look.
or do you want to die? That's the only thing I say
What's
about
this?
it.
Well, if
what's
I don't
this-
get on his ship, we probably all gonna die, Puck. Think about it.
What's
You're
this
supposed to be
jabroni's
smart.
name that
He
jabroni's
has
name that he's
different
fighting?
ship and the Coast Guard is coming.
It's
We
the
can
Colonel.
get on the Coast
Colonel
Guard
some-
ship.
Barrington.
Colonel Brackenridge.
Brackenridge.
Yeah.
Brackenridge ain't got nothing to do with this fight, man. You duke it out with DD.
Well, he's going to be taken care of then. But we're still getting off of this. And just as soon as he says, we're fixing to get off of this ship, the Coast Guard vessel was flying in at such
They were barreling.
They were barreling in. You know, give me. I want everybody to give me notice checks except for DD
Okay.
because he's engaged with the colonel.
I bet he's got like pure natural awareness. You hear the kids talking behind you as you're
And
trying
I
to
get
give a
a-
lecture, right?
And I get a +2 to all my notice
Oh, okay.
because I am alert.
So yeah,
Just don't know nothing. He
Puck,
like a statue.
just as you stand up and you're looking over towards, you know, Dee Dee and Betty, you notice that on the bow of this ship are a bunch of these shamblers or walking dead on the Coast Guard vessel that just now, before you can react, as soon as you guys kind of turn around and notice, the Coast Guard vessel basically rams into the whole area of the Pinnacle where you guys are at. Sparks are flying everywhere, and as this happens, it basically sets off the charges that are attached on the outer lining of the ship, which then they explode. Then in turn, make all of the inner, plastic explosives that are lined on the inside of the vessel. So now all of a sudden you can just the ship kind of just tilts to one side. The Coast Guard vessel, the sharp point of the Coast Guard vessel is literally inside of the Pinnacle, and now the Coast Guard ship is starting to go down because as the ship tilts, it takes the Coast Guard vessel ship down with it, and now
God.
the back end of the Coast Guard ship is literally barely sticking out of the water. So now, I mean, explosions are going on all around you. Everybody give me an ability check. I want an agility check, I'm sorry.
Agility check, okay.
Agility or survival?
Oh my God.
Larkins, thank you very much for the follow, Larkins.
Why couldn't I get that with my damage?
Dave, agility or survival?
I just want agility. Just agility. Just agility. Wow, holy shit, Deshaun, that doesn't phase you. You had 3 freaking exploding 6s
I
on
am
that.
singularly focused on getting my seat on that boat of his.
Oh my God, Betty,
Red.
you're shaking around quite a bit. Cletus, you're kind of shaking around a little bit. But Deshaun, you basically, as this thing hits, you jump on, you break free of Brackenridge, and you're basically up on the top, and you backflip. And as this happens, the other guy that's holding the SMG all of a sudden lets go of another burst of rounds right into Brackenridge, just
Oh, shit.
as you got out of his grasp, because you were basically facing the guy with the SMG. Your back was facing him, and then all of a sudden, as you backflip off of him because of your dexterity, your dexterous check that you had there, which is actually kind of clutch. Brackenridge is literally riddled with holes now. It's just like the blood pellets. You know what I mean? In the movies, how just blood squirts everywhere.
Squibs or whatever they call them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good.
So the bright lights burst through through. I mean, even though it's daylight, I mean it still brightens the daylight even more. And then all of the collision triggers all of the charges. Outer hull, chain reaction to the inner hull. The Coast Guard vessel is basically pierced through the Pinnacle. The Pinnacle is now shifted. It's starting to take on water. The Coast Guard vessel, in turn, filled with zombies, because as soon as that thing hit, you could see these shambling corpses of Coast Guard personnel just thrown over the side. And then Brackenridge, because he's not totally dead yet, he looks over at you, Dee Dee, and he says, "You got the best of me, kid. Get off the boat. Our boat is off the bow of the ship.
Why, Brackenridge?
Get on it
You
and
could
get
have
out
just
of
been in
here."
our seat and we both be alive. Why you got to be a fool?
Yeah, and Brackenridge's man, one of the guy that was standing in the middle over where Puck was at, he basically falls backwards off, and the guy that was opposite of you with the SMG basically falls back and impales himself on one of the broken guardrails, that from when the ship actually exploded, the bridge exploded. So he's basically, gurgling up blood, and his heart's sticking out on the end of this fucking pole. And so now Brackenridge tells you to take his boat, which is off the bow of the ship, and get out of here.
All right, I'm going to quickly grab the little earpiece out of Brackenridge's ear and put it in mine.
Okay.
And be like,
it's attached to, the wire goes down into his shirt and stuff. Yeah, so it's going to probably take you a little bit to trace the wire where it goes and shit like that. But yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, or if you just want to say to hell with it and leave it, or go.
Well, I was going to try and fool his men, tell him I got Brackenridge. Brackenridge is really hurt.
His men, the two men that are with him are dead.
Yeah, I know
the guy fell off the front, and then the other guy impaled, and his heart sticking
it's an empty boat on the bow of the boat.
It's an empty boat. Oh, okay. Oh, let's go
maybe.
get Cletus.
Yeah, he says, go to the boat. It's off the bow of
he
the
was
ship.
talking to somebody on that thing.
Yeah,
he
very
was talking
good,
to somebody,
Betty.
Cletus.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's why I want to
Very
grab
good.
the thing.
Yep, Brackenridge dies, and just as Brackenridge dies, it looks like Kirkman is starting to come back to life.
Okay.
So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to just...
I'm going to collect all the SMGs and stuff from these guys.
Well, there's one SMG
I'm going to have
which
them
was
strapped all over.
Yeah, he basically dropped the one that was impaled. You grab the one on him.
Okay.
And he's got, it looks like he's got one clip in his vest too, because he's got there's eight clips on his vest, but all of the slots are empty except for one. So he has one clip left also. So you grab the clip in that. Okay, cool. You grab the 9mm. Okay, yeah. The only one that had the 9mm would be the one that fell, which that went down with him. But
what was Brackenridge carrying?
A 9mm. He had a pistol. So.
Yeah, he had a pistol. So he also had one clip left.
I have a pistol too. You want my pistol, Cletus? You can dual wield them or something, man.
Well, why don't you give me that SMG? I've got high training in using that thing.
I think I'll be keeping the SMG, Cletus. Here, take this pistol if you want anything, fool. You wouldn't help me. You wouldn't lift a damn finger to help me. I got through this by the grace of God.
I love it.
By the grace of Cletus.
And a lucky agility check. 3 exploding sixes. Yes, Buck.
Kirkland, has he turned?
Yeah, he's
I probably shot him.
starting to moan. Okay, you put your gun to his head and blow it off. Okay, no, that's
Buck is remorseless.
that's hey, that's perfect. I like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and give Barrington one in the head too, just in case.
Okay. Okay.
I see Cletus doesn't want the gun. I take and put my 9 back in my
No,
my
I went
butt
ahead and
crack.
took it.
All right,
I'm gonna go with him.
All right.
I'm going to shoot the one that was impaled since He wasn't impaled in the head.
So what do you guys want to
We can sit
do?
here and shoot all day. We need to hurry up to this
The
boat.
boat is taking water, and you can tell that now a minute's gone by or so,
We gotta go.
and the ship is tilting a little bit more, and the Coast Guard ship is sticking out of the water a little bit more, and you can see that the propellers are actually out of the water, chopping down at the water because it keeps from the the wake of the sea, the waves of the sea, basically keeps slamming back down into the water and throwing water everywhere. So, all right, you guys have two choices. Do you want to go back and try to free those from the auditorium, or do you want to just say fuck it and get off this boat?
Screw him, let's get off the boat.
That's up to you.
I'm feeling a little bit of remorse about those people in the auditorium, but we just ain't got the time.
They're locked in, and we don't have the key.
We don't have the time, exactly. Betty,
Yeah.
You're right. Even though you're covered in blood and you smell disgusting, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and your son's still with you as well, Betty. So
Let's get to that boat.
Let's go. We're
Let's
headed
go
All
to the boat.
to the bow.
all right, so you guys are going to the bow of the boat. You're going to the mercenary vessel. So you guys make it to the upper deck. You guys spend another clip worth of ammunition getting there. You pop off. Everybody take another full clip. So all you guys have left are the 17 rounds in your magazine, excluding Cletus. You have an additional round, 2 rounds, but then you also have the 2 full clips that were in
Barrington's.
Brackenridge's
Breckenridge.
9mm. He had his and plus the clip. So, all right, you guys have a couple more clips. Cletus has 2, but everybody still has 17 rounds up. So, as you get and you look at the mercenary vessel, you look down and you see this. It's an old World War II P-520 crash boat, and this is what it looks like.
Okay.
So you would definitely know what this thing looks like, Cletus. This is an old military P-520 crash boat. So you guys can. It has a couple ropes that are tied to the bow, leading down to the ship.
Does it have a machine gun post or something?
No.
There is no machine gun post. No.
Let's get these ropes untied and hurry up on board. We might have to settle things with these men on board before we can even leave. Let's hurry up, guys.
So do you guys want to scurry down over the boat? You can jump into the water. You can. I mean, you're quite a bit up. I mean, it would be a hell of a a jump off of the boat. But I'm sure you can do
is there some rope? The rope that's tied to the bridge, of course.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
We can always undo the rope from the boat side, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can
try
slide
climb
down
the rope, Dave.
Okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
that might do
All
the
right.
same thing.
All right. So
I'm gonna jump in the water because I can't climb like shit.
I
yeah.
have climb skills.
All right. So all of a
but,
sudden, Puck jumps into a school of sharks.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's what I was thinking.
But I'm waiting till they are on the boat, just so they can get me out of the water.
All right, I'll go
That's a
first.
good- okay.
I'm gonna put move the SMG to my back. And
Okay.
Just got the strap across the front, and I'm
Sounds
gonna
good.
slide down the rope. as best
I would
can.
say that would be a probably a strength check. I would
I
say
have
that
the
would be
climb
a
skill,
strength
Dave.
check.
So that-
Yeah, climb. That's even better yet. So yeah, go ahead and give me a climb check. Getting down.
There you go.
Oh wow, yeah, you shimmy down that rope, Dee Dee, without a problem. Nice exploding die on that. So
Man, my rolls.
Dee Dee's, you're on. Betty, Sam, we'll see if Sam gets down there or not. Sam,
makes me sweat.
yeah, Sam takes a little bit of time, but he does shimmy down the rope, and as Sam goes down first, and as you're behind him, you fall off of the rope, Betty, into the water, and you barely miss hitting the deck of the PT boat or the 520 crash boat. So you're in the water. Cletus, what would you like to do? And Puck, you also jump off. So Cletus, you're going to
I just slid
down.
down the rope. I rolled a 6.
Okay, you slide down also. Now Betty, she's in the water, and well, Sam's going over to help his mom get inside. He actually jumps in after her and helps her over to the side. You're shaken, Betty, because of you felt such a height. I'm going to say that you're shaken. Puck, you're also shaken as well. And Puck, I want you to give me a swim check because you're the one-armed bandit there.
What do I have to?
That would be swimming. If you don't have swimming,
unskilled, yeah.
unskilled then. Oh my gosh, Lunas, what's up, buddy? Long time no see.
No.
All right, so yeah, you're also shaken, Puck, but everybody eventually comes over and helps you get on board of the vessel. So you guys make it onto the upper, everybody, you know, but still Betty and Puck, you guys are shaken. If you want to use bennies, you can go ahead and use them now to get rid of the shaken status.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Me too.
All right. Both Puck, you're down to 1, and Betty, you're at 2.
As soon as I see them get on board, I immediately turn around and reposition my SMG so it's at the ready.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, you know, and now the ship is really starting to kind of turn a little bit more, and it seems like the ropes are starting to tighten up to where it looks like it's going to start pulling the boat up out of the water too, because the boat is tilting the opposite way of where you guys are. So you guys are probably going to have to, yeah, you guys are going to have to do something.
Can we just undo the ropes?
Sure.
You got like
you can do that. And as you kind of untie them, as you untie them, the stress from the rope basically rips. One of the ropes is basically just ripped right off of the anchor that's attached to the boat, just rips it right off. And as you guys are unfastening the other knots, the ropes are basically gives you rope burn, as you're not expecting the rope to just be taken out of your hands. So the boat, everybody kind of jostles. I'm not going to make anybody doing agility checks or go into the water. But you guys are now on the deck of the P520 crash boat.
All right. Stay frosty, guys. We don't know what these mercenaries are going to think about us on their boat.
There is no one on there.
Oh, we don't
this
know that.
This is the boat.
Yeah.
This is the mercenary boat of.
This is the boat where they came onto the ship.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Breckenridge was talking to somebody on his phones. They said the boat's ready and he's coming.
But they'll be here.
You didn't hear that
part,
but me and Betty
10
heard it.
minutes.
So the old World War II era crash boat has been fully restored and modernized to our times today. It's painted black, basically to better slip away in the night. The two enormous vessels, which is the Pinnacle and also the Coast Guard ship, they still tilt as they both start to now take on water, and you can already feel the smaller boat being pulled under them. But as you guys cut it, everything is good to go. So, you don't have long to get the engines fired and get the hell out of here. And of course, as Betty has mentioned, how many soldiers are on board, and how much of a fight are you about to have? So, what do you guys want to do? You're all on the deck of the ship.
I want to ask first to the others. How does that Ghost Guard ship has also the zombies? There has to be something on the mainland then.
Mr. Haynes was not patient zero. Looks like we're going towards land that it's probably cannibalistic, if you will.
We got a better chance on land than we do out here in the middle of the damn ocean, though, Puck. I don't care what's on land. We'll figure that out when we get there. We got to figure out this boat first. There could be men swarming with SMGs and 9mm just waiting to pop a black man. Come on, let's handle this. Jesus, you take point.
It's a pretty big boat. I would say it's probably about a 30 or 40 foot boat. I mean, there's a cabin. I mean, there's a lot of, there's basically a door that's going down. There's a small area in the boat that, and then it has like another tower up top. You didn't see anybody up top, and you didn't see anyone at all.
The windshields on the bridge.
No, you didn't see anyone at all on the bridge.
I'm gonna knock on this door then, Dave. I'm gonna give it a loud bang.
All right, you bang, and as you bang on it, it kind of opens up a little bit.
Oh, okay. I stand back as the door swings up.
Okay, So as you swing the door open, and as you kind of move in, Dee Dee, you can hear the moaning of one of these living dead.
Oh my God!
And it is basically, as you kind of move in, it's basically full mounted position on this corpse, basically eating his face.
Oh,
and
Lord.